And welcome to Baby Boo, your baby's buddy bargain hunter. Bit of a mouthful, I know, but it serves its purpose. My name is Roxanne Kogan, and I would just like to present to you sort of my journey and my experiences of how I came about deciding to start and run my own business called Baby Boo. So, being 35 years old, attended many a baby shower, many babies' birthdays. And I always want to give something to the child that sort of, represents me in a bit, Auntie Roxy. And I'm kind of funky and I tend to look for something like that. And I trawl the shops and, I go into the mainstream shops like the Woolies, etc. And I just find the clothes are all so similar and no real variety. And this is, by the way, season after season. I also find that they're like super gender based. So you're going to get blue with dinosaurs or pink with flowers for girls. And I'm not really that kind of person. I prefer sort of more gender based, gender neutral based clothing, sorry. Another thing is you can then go to your more expensive shops, but to be spending 500, 600 rands on an outfit that a child is, gonna grow out of and not wear often, it's just, not really worth the budget. You can often find really amazing clothes online. And the problem with that is I find that you don't really know the supplier. And often when you finally get your clothing, because sometimes the delivery can be 8 weeks or so, the quality is just really, really bad, or you have all these massive delays and you miss the party, and other things such as extra costs. All of a sudden you're having to pay import costs and then custom costs, and your budget again just sort of goes out the window. So that's sort of where my idea sort of, started to stem from. And I then had an amazing experience where I spent some time with my sister. You can see her in the corner there, and her baby Jack. He was a newborn at the time, and it was honestly just a wonderful experience. And I witnessed pretty much what I've just spoken to you about happening all the time. She would get gifts from family members, etc. And sometimes it's generally the same baby grows. And at the same time, maybe different varieties that are all quite similar. I watched him have also beautiful clothing that he would, outgrow really quickly, because sometimes he would just go through these major growth spurts. So I watched her, really struggle with her budget, because, you can't say the baby's going to grow in this amount of time and this is how much I have, for baby expenses, because baby gets sick, formula, there's so many other things going on, and you just really don't have the money to just constantly go and upgrade his closet. So I would watch that happen. And another thing I would watch is, just these beautiful clothes being put into a closet because, it just doesn't fit anymore. However, they're still in excellent quality. Another thing is, she also mentioned to me, what happens if my next baby's a girl? Because I've put all those clothes away, but they're all so male. They're blue, they have dinosaurs, they have dragons, and, it just really didn't make sense. And this is when I really became excited about my venture, because I started thinking to myself, what can you do, with these extra products? And this is when I came up with a baby swap closet idea. So I did a lot of research, and I found that overseas people really do this. They have parties where they bring sort of 5 items of clothing that they don't want anymore, and then they can take 5 items from everyone else that's brought. So it's basically just like a swap party. And I thought to myself, why can't we have something really accessible like that in South Africa? And that's pretty much where I came up with the concept of the baby swap closets. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that this can be a really scalable and profitable business. So this sort of branch really got me excited about starting the business. So basically what the business would offer, it actually has 2 branches. So the first branch is going to just be my website sales, where it's a once-off payment when you come into the online shop. you decide you want this baby grow, you decide you want that little pair of trousers, and you buy it and you go. And the ages I'm doing is only 0 to 2 years for now. I feel like it just sort of really contains the market that I'm going to be, marketing towards. And what I really like about it is I'm going to have different tabs, where there's the girls, the boys, and then the gender neutral, which is, more my sort of style. And then punk and funk. But even with the boys and the girls, I just want loads of variety. I want, cool moms who want to dress their kid up in like punky clothes or funky clothes to have that option at a reasonable price. So that's pretty much like most online baby stores. There isn't anything, that special about it besides what I'm offering. And, again, this is why I think the second part of my business is just really what makes it a very different sort of experience. This is Boo's Swap Closet. So how it would work is you actually pay a monthly premium. I'm calling it rent a key, so that you rent a key for the closet, which I think is cute. And so once you have this key to the closet, what you would do is you would send in whatever items you don't want anymore, whether they're, too small, you don't like them, or you have 3 of the same things. I will have very stringent quality control checks. So before the client sends it in, there will be a checkbox that they actually have to mark themselves. But then also when it gets into company, I will obviously have a checking team, or myself for now, that'll actually check all the quality. Anything that fails can either be returned to the owner but at their own cost, or alternatively, they can be added to the Baby Boo charity box that I'll discuss with you a little bit later. If the quality passes, the items sort of, virtually go into the closet. And let's say they send 5 items and 5 items met quality control. Those 5 items are then added into the closet. They can then look through the closet and take out sort of any 5 items that they like. The closet will again only be ages 0 to 2. And possibly a little bit older as we go in the next months. I'm not talking years. I think as the closet can grow, I might keep the actual online store at 0 to 2, but the closet as it grows, I think can grow in age as well. And why I think this is just such an amazing thing is you're paying a monthly premium. It's going to be a low premium. I haven't quite decided on it, but it's around 199 rands a month. And then you have unlimited access to this closet. So you're paying 199 rand a month, but once a month you have access to a closet instead of going and spending 500, 600 or 1,000 rand a month. So this is why I'm super excited about it, and I truly think that it can absolutely work. So just in terms of our sales and marketing and how we will run this business, we are very much a data analytic team. We really rely on testing. We rely on what the data tells us. We are not going to spend money on advertising where we haven't received, any leads or any conversions. So that being said, we also have severely crazy software automation. And some of the things we're going to do is we're going to be doing an email drip campaign. So Boo is going to be speaking to the clients in his own voice forever and always. So whenever you're interacting with anyone on the website, it's like as if Boo speaking to them. Emails received will be like Boo speaking to them. So from your first encounter, you will start receiving emails. So from lead to sales process, client will receive emails. We will also then have SEOs and lead magnets on the site. So if someone doesn't buy, we can always, sort of entice them later. Also, once we have a purchase and we will be getting all the baby's data, including date of birth, etc., we will have automated systems that send out, reminders that it's your baby's birthday and here's 50% off, for your birthday gift, just to have that return customer. Social media is a big thing. We're going to be present on all our social medias where you can actually buy, but just as well as view what Boo does. So I want it to be very story-based. I really want behind the scenes shots and videos. just so that the clients can really relate to who we are, because I think that really creates some form of brand loyalty. Referral-based marketing, I've seen that's tried and tested, is an amazing marketing tool where, we'll have different things, such as after a purchase, a client will then have the option to immediately refer, 5 people with their cell phone numbers or email addresses to either receive, like a 10% off on their next purchase or something along those lines. And that's how we can then get extra referrals without the referrals even coming onto our websites. We will then turn those referrals into sales by having a telemarketing team. One day, quite a big one, but for now, just myself. And then we'll probably, as you can see from my financials, hire someone relatively soon who will then call those people, invite them to the site, talk to them about how our web products work, and then especially talk to them about the baby swap closets. Joint ventures. I have been speaking to someone I know who does baby vitamins. So she's also completely e-commerce, and she also sends boxes. So in that box there will be, a message from Baby Boo, and everything's handwritten, or a referral gift, and that way it just creates an amazing marketing stream. Our charity box, like I was mentioning to you, in terms of marketing, it creates a sense of community. It gives our brand, sort of social responsibility. And once a term, we will be handing over a charity box, which will be all clothes, etc., that are outdated from us, or that clients have sent into them. Also, we want to be local SA. I'm super proud of, South Africa, and wanting to build a South African brand. And again, I think that creates brand loyalty. Third phase of the business, wanting to do internships. I want to get rid of my manufacturers, etc., and do internships for tailors, stewardesses, seamstresses, and stuff like that. And then in that way, they'll become permanent employees. For the swap closet and extra marketing tool, we're going to add that if anyone buys a product on our website and their baby grows delivered, there'll already be a packet with our return address on it, with the instructions and basically what the baby swap closet is. So they actually have a packet that they can just pack their stuff into and send to us. It greases the chute. It makes it easier for the clients, and anything that you make easier for the client with these days, generally converts. We'll be doing holiday event products. So I'm a big holiday person. I love Christmas. I love anything where you can sort of dress up. And I love babies dressed up, and I know lots of moms do too. But to find stuff is just difficult. Like cute little baby sweaters and stuff for Halloween. You do find them that are either super expensive or, just really cheap quality, and you're only wearing it once a year, so you can't spend a lot of money on it. And then just our software automation. As I mentioned earlier, we are data driven, and my COO, Kyle, is a software developer, and we truly believe that by having all this automation, from the email drip campaigns to the lead creating to test creating, how this benefits us advantageously is that we do not have to hire many people, and in that way we save a lot of money. And then scaling up, I think generally by creating brand loyalty, by creating brand awareness, by being consistent with everything that you do, by having timely deliveries, you really create trust in a brand. And once you create trust in a brand, word of mouth spreads. The subscriptions, the rent-a-key, honestly, once someone's in, to cancel, I've been in a market like that. People don't generally cancel stuff for their children. So that will just grow and grow. And we're very vision-based. We set our goals. So we will be working very stringently towards them. Thank you.